was watching one of Brett's videos today, so I didn't forget how he sounds.
That's beautiful.
And he had this thing where there's a cut and he's like, when my channel was blocked, it was a real rough couple of days. Like, I'm like, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Rough couple of days. Like, he's worried about whether his content's kid friendly or not, and I'm like, well, I wouldn't be worried about that if I were you, Wolf.
I mean,
you're the most vanilla guy ever.
Yeah, he's pretty screwed. I had a list, or I thought about making up into a script, and I'm not sure if I should or not, because I've seen some videos where people have made some really good cases why that's not going to be a real concern as far as what is it called, the coppa or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for people turning in, we'll get to the Mendalorian in a minute. But
you know what? I wanted to lead on this because I thought it was worth streaming about, and you probably had a few thoughts on it yourself.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was sitting there, and I'm not going to obviously mention like the people I'm cool with because I don't want to be a dick to those people. But the ones who are cunts, well, like say Dr. Wolf. I love Kim Possible a lot. Let's see, can I do them all by memory? I already did. I love Kim Possible Rot. I know Ink Rose and Digibro technically aren't bronies anymore, but they're still probably fucked.
Yeah, but that's not going to change their where their content falls, which is like, I guess you should have been hitting a bong and using a sex pillow as a prop the whole time.
I've seen all kinds of arguments, and the person who put me most at ease, oddly enough, was Jim Sterling, where he's like, look, in the middle of this little 9-10 minute stream, I'm putting Pokemon up in the background. I was like, he's like, I know that I'm the most unchild friendly motherfucker out there right now, and he did it with confidence and vigor, and he's like, look, I'm not telling you, like, by all means,
this is Fortnite and Team Fortress 2, and here's a beer with a fun here's Spuds McKinsey, just so you know that I'm completely aware of what's going on here.
Yeah. The thoughts I have on this is that I don't like, how do I put this? The minute DWK gets hit, I'm probably gonna rip down a bunch of shit. But
his videos, if you haven't logged in, they are age restricted videos.
Oh,
like his content is not a kid thing. You know who's gonna get fucking flim flam philosopher Greg Hoffman figured out like around 2016 that all of his material was getting pushed onto the kid side of YouTube because of the tags, and then after that may or may not have exploited that with those fever dream weird I forget what it was called, MLP animation adventures or whatever. Horse News did an article on those. I guess Greg made those as well, or that's what I had heard. And it was that's an example of someone who knew early on that their non-kid content was getting pushed to kids, and then just kind of said, well, I'll age restrict those things, but then I guess exploited that knowing that would happen on a side channel and just making the weirdest content possible. Not like age inappropriate, but just bizarre shit.
Yeah.
No,
I understand that.
Yeah.
Let's see, who the hell's... I don't have a problem with the following person, but I'm pretty sure Toucan LDM's probably... if people are to get hit, he's probably fucked because his animations are very silly, goofy, and they're very aesthetic.
I think like all the Source Filmmaker people are at risk here.
What's the it is Team Fortress 2 13 and up?
That's a M for mature game, yeah.
They might be okay then.
But Source Filmmaker is rated E for everyone. So
well,
and if you're not specifically doing Gmod or not specifically doing TF2 related stuff, just making Source Filmmaker pony stuff, that might and that'd be something where I would be like, well, Dr. Wolf, your valueless content is gone, but I can't watch weird 3D ponies anymore, so now I'm pissed. Like, one of those concerns me. The other does. Like, a lot of the analysis stuff disappearing, where it's like, yo, if a kid watched Dr. Wolf analyzing My Little Ponies, I would be like, oh, that's all right.
So
this guy's level-headed and not provocative in any way.
well,
I would not flip out if Dr. Wolf just clicked yes on his kid thing and then suddenly said, my series is a review series for kids. Suddenly his level of analysis would match the audience he was targeting. Like, for a grown-up who read Pauline Kael's book and read Roger Ebert's book, like, his analysis of shit doesn't fucking do anything for me. Shouldn't do anything for anyone.
But from what I've heard is that some people are suggesting if it can be kid-friendly, it is some of the arguments out there. And there are some really good analysis videos out there for, like, Disney and stuff that could just very well go poof.
Which sucks, because, like, I would love to think that there's a generation of kids out there who are actually interested enough in, like, watching something the right way and going like, no, I don't need to just absorb content. I can watch things analytically. Oh man, I never thought about things that way. Like, for kid-oriented content, like, and that's the thing, like, I've been critical of the analysis community at large for a while, but just saying that is kid-based content and them just having to obey a new set of rules, like, I don't think they'll lose that much of their audience, and I don't think their content would suffer that much.
Yeah.
It just seems like it was for kids the whole time. And this isn't like the Jack Nolan thing, like making drama videos and then hiding behind his channel being a kid-friendly channel. Like, these guys aren't even doing shit like that. They're, like, just really minding their P's and Q's and trying to give real basic bitch analysis of things.
Yeah. Well, on that note, which goes to, like, the core of this, since basically many of the pony analysis people ripped off Doug Walker, I'm expecting him to get royally fucked if, you know.
I think there's a lot of things where, like,
a lot of
does Angry Video Game Nerd have to stop making poop jokes after 20 years or whatever?
Well, like, no. He needs to make more. He needs to
he needs to make more poop jokes. Yes. Okay. I forgot.
Yeah, it's
Nick.
Yeah, that's, you gotta stop with those. Jesus.
What, like when the first time I went to the pony convention scene, and I was like, this is all just dudes in their 20s and 30s. Well, that's who the content needs to get targeted to. Like, don't deviate from that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how anyone in this organization of bronies, in this community of horse fuckers, as it were, how they would get to a point where they shoehorned themselves into making kid-friendly content with an audience that's all 20 and 30-year-olds. They needed to do a better job drawing the line.
Hold it. Let's do one. Let's take a look at Corpulent Brony and give it like 30 seconds or less and see if it's kid-friendly.
But it's not. But I think he's one of those people who drew the line early on.
Well,
I would say if there was one.
All right, let's make get out of the way. But let's take a look here. Let's make absolutely positive. Let's see. Let's do one of his analysis videos. Let's do 30 seconds.
He's probably crafty enough.
Everybody, this isn't Corpulent Brony here.
All right.
It's that time again. That time for Pony Palaver. Where we talk about the
just
newest
30
episode
seconds
of My Little Pony. Today it is the season finale of My Little Pony. Friendship is Magic, season 5. The cutie.
I know it's killing me.
I have a very special.
Wait, 10 seconds.
Today. In person, we have the the fiancé.
Oh, I can't go anymore. So I tried. Okay. I tried as soon as he did fiancé.
You know what? Here's the thing.
Yeah.
So far, all he has done is say we're reviewing an episode and introduced his girlfriend in a cringy way.
Okay, but let's look around here. It looks very kid friendly. I'm not saying look.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is even Corpulent Brony has managed to make. I'm not saying it's not cringy, but even Corp here you know, the point is here, even his content hasn't presented anything objectionable whatsoever.
Yes.
And this is Corp we're talking about.
Yes. No, we're well aware. And
Yes.
and truth be told, okay, here's your Tulpa video. That might save your ass.
Yeah,
But
no, look, don't like. Whoa, were we gonna pull up my Tulpa video next?
yeah.
Look, look. Point being, let's.
And truth be told, Corp, if this is directed towards you, this one's actually not to pick on you. It's just like,
No, it's to prove a point that even knowing the one of the most anon, let's just keep things anon. Well, like one of the most notorious anons of all time is even capable of making kid-friendly content. I think is the point here.
yes.
Yeah.
There's been some Shelly D videos that have straddled the line.
That may have crossed the line, but Shelly is a provocateur.
Yes. Well, that's and I'm told this isn't going to save my ass. I just went through all my brony analysis videos, and the ones that managed to get monetized some way somehow, I just demonetized. And I was like,
nice. Yeah.
I'm told that isn't necessarily it, because in like the kid friendly ones, it's the ability to still comment, which is part of the issue and shit like that. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm a gambler, so you know what?
Yeah. You know what? I like that. I like those odds.
And the way
you can only tell your audience to keep it clean in the comments. So many clean, non-offensive comments only, boys.
No, you people be as edgy as you want. Speaking of which, how you doing, Blake Diamond? But anyways, I'm definitely gonna be more fuck it. Is moving forward. I've looked over at like Boogie0928's channel where he started doing like Francis videos left and right because he's hoping that'll like safeguard his channel. I was like, I don't know if that'll work, but I respect it. Go for it.
Yeah. You know what was fun? You know what was fun about Brett's video? He ended it with like, well, I guess I'm just confused about this whole thing like everyone else. I have no advice. Like,
yeah, just like usual.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, like so for once, the truth of the situation is the thing you're saying?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Like, that was a rough couple of days. Wouldn't want to come into old Brett for answers around then. Like,
would you tell you what, for anyone who thinks that, you just don't like that straight-laced archetype, I'll give you one. I'll give you a sincere, better version of Dr. Wolf, and I think that movie just dropped today. A version that isn't cunty and insincere and breeds fucking bullshit. Mr. Rogers doesn't pretend to be a doctor.
Right. I think that's,
that movie's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect example of like if I'm like the Diet Coke of Mr. Rogers in that I will give you kidney stones.
Welcome to the call.
Well, no. See, I disagree with that comparison because at least Diet Coke is good sometimes.
No, Step. No, it isn't.
He got kidney stones because of them, so he adamantly disagrees.
No, it isn't. Don't listen.
Wait,
you can listen to me or not, but do not drink that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, you unironically got kidney stones from
Yes.
Diet Coke.
Yes, he has kidney stones.
What the fuck?
He's not even fat. He's not even fat. Yeah.
Not even fat.
The aged, decrepit 40-year-old who's fat doesn't have kidney stones some way somehow.
Okay, can we talk about this?
You kept bringing up kidney stones.
No, I know. I'm always the one who drops it, and then it was like, why did I bring this up?
I mean, if you want me to.
Admittedly, that's what I'm doing.
Well, now
but
I'm curious. What's the story here?
So the story
you see, he drank Diet Coke. You see,
Diet Dr. Coke. I drank a lot of Diet Dr. Pepper, and then one night after some pretty hard partying, I was feeling a little bit under the weather. And that was when I passed my first stone. Being completely frightened, the poltroon that I am, I retreated to my room and sequestered myself there for a few days, self-medicating when that was to no avail.
So you just drank like a couple Diet Cokes?
Huh? Oh no! I during this period, I had probably finished like a 12-pack of Diet Coke in about like.
Okay, you just okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah,
Steph,
that might be a contributing factor.
Yeah.
12.
Steph, you have no idea how how poorly I handled the situation when it
might have
began
some.
to unfold.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I would just say, don't drink that stuff. It makes you crazy.
All right, so here at Bombastic
I
Blake.
actually got.
Well, hold. I'm just responding to Blake here. Speaking of that movie, have you guys seen raging about Tom Hanks being cast as Mr. Rogers because people think Hanks is a frequent guest on Epstein's Island? News to me. I don't know anything about that.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, that's great. That, like, Pedowood made another movie, is what you're saying.
Well, okay.
Blake?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to throw him under
Believe it.
Was
Yeah.
Tom... Well, hold it. Here's one I had heard. Is Tom Hanks a Scientologist?
I know Tom Cruise is a Scientologist.
Okay. I don't know about Tom.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
All right.
But him being like, another Pedowood scandal like that. So I have a friend who likes to pretty much stay really up to snuff on all those like high profile pedo scandals, and it's like everyone in Hollywood apparently. From what he's explained to me, I'm like, that would not come as a surprise to me, Blake. Not at all.
So before we get called, like, you know, YouTube starts to say I'm false tagging, and I think we should at least tangentially touch on the Mandalorian.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we got. Well, but no, we're just getting warmed up. I mean, let's talk about Keep on Trucking Space, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Rocketeer Part 3.
Yeah, we're 3 episodes into the Mandalorian so far. I rank the third one as the second best episode so far.
It just got dumb, but I still like it.
Yeah, it is a little dumb, yes.
Well, but okay, I think this calls back to the first thing I pointed out about the Mandalorian. Like, oh, if I had money for all these action figures, I would just spurg out with them and play this whole show. I would just play with my toys and watch this whole show with my toys.
Yeah.
And if by the end of that somehow one of the guys showed up with a jetpack and did the exact scene from Rocketeer, I would just know that I was spurging out, and I would laugh because I would know what I was doing.
Am I allowed to talk spoilers?
Now,
hold it. What you were saying, Step?
I said, am I allowed to talk spoilers? Because I actually watched the 3rd episode.
Oh yeah, we all just watched it. Yeah,
we're going spoilers.
What do you think, Step?
Overall, I thought it was all right. I did kind of get a little too upset, probably more than I should have, when the Mandalorian actually gave the kid for the, I forget what they called it in the show. It was the little material to make the Mandalorian armor.
Oh, the Basque steel. What's it called, Anthony?
The
Bossk steel.
The
plutonium, MacGuffin.
Yeah, MacGuffinite. The high value MacGuffinite.
Aw, Baby Yoda. No.
Yeah, and here's my whole thing. This is just me being stuffy asshole. Love the episode. You know what? Maybe this will be the Jedi of the first 3 episodes.
Because you're the guy who wants his armor and Space Baby too.
Yeah,
because you relate to what happened in this. He's like, but now that I have this armor, I could just go back and kill everyone.
Yeah. The problem with it is I liked it better when his back was against the wall, and I also like if he would have got out of there with all those people hunting for him, that would have been a nice way to end the episode.
Okay, so best scene. What do you like? Best scene.
When he saw what he was getting paid. That was so...
Okay, a scene with Werner Herzog steals the show every day.
And I gotta be honest, I think it was more of us reacting and like being smartasses about him going, I don't feel so good about... Oh, fuck this kid.
Look, we're good.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, later, skaters.
I'll go back and shoot his dad.
I'll work for you again. You want me to shoot his dad? Yeah.
One thing that kind of surprised me, because you don't really see a lot of these in Star Wars or anything. There was a flashback scene of what I assume was his parents getting slaughtered.
Yeah, that we're just farmers.
It looked like they were being shot by separatist droids.
Right. Well, see, when the Mandalore had re-inhabited their homeworld, there was a point in time where the droid army came and pretty much wiped everyone out. And that's the purge that they're talking about, when most of the steel got reclaimed by the Empire. So just a little bit of Star Wars backstory there. Yeah. If I've got a couple details wrong, you'll have to forgive.
Yeah,
yeah, it was pretty cool because you don't really see flashbacks in Star Wars that much. So it was nice. It was a nice.
I mean, until the next shitty movie comes out.
Yeah, they're going to be using a lot of that to reconcile the bad editing of that film. But
I don't want another bad Star Wars movie though.
Well, I'm not going to go watch it.
Okay, when Howard Hughes and Walt Disney sat down in 1949 or whatever, they were like, so we're going to beam all the movies into everyone's house with satellites, right? Yeah, once we get the tech done, and they won't go to those filthy movie theaters anymore. No, we'll put them out of business. Like, when they conceived of this notion that we are now currently experiencing, it is strategically smart to make sure that the theatrical release is bad and the at-home release is good. This is all part of the plan to make us embrace the streaming model as the default way that we absorb new episodic story.
Yeah.
The serial is back. The serial is back.
I'll put it to you this way. For Bernie Inspector's theory to pan out, they're going to have to jack the price of the fucking channel because at $6 that doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, it's $6, but here's the thing. It's free when you sign up for Verizon. It's just going to get everyone to switch carriers to the one they want.
I think it even temporary is like $1 right now because of fucking like temporary, in which the very minute I'm done with Mandalorian, I'm probably going to ditch it.
I would watch. Here's the thing. I would be watching Lady and the Tramp right now as well.
Okay, like I'm sure that there's a couple of things, but I hate to be that douchebag. There's like watch cartoon fucking channels and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't find a putlocker for Mandalorian that week, and I've just decided to keep paying for the meantime, and I don't have to wait.
Howard Hughes already won then.
Yeah, the most I was willing to wait today was until Bernie Inspector tapped me on the shoulder. He's like, "All right, we're throwing on the Mandalorian."
Yeah. No, you messaged me at 6:30 in the morning. Mandalorian.
Yeah, I think you just knew.
You know what? Normally I would have been like, I almost got up, dude. Like my phone goes blark. I'm like, Skype direct mail, huh? I could get up. Like I try to go back to sleep, and then I have.
It wouldn't have been good till 9.
No, I try to go back to sleep, and then I have a dream that takes place in Star Wars, and I'm like, all right, time to get my day started.
Lovely.
Oh shit, that's the best.
So
I think it was just the fact that he went from no armor, now he's got all this armor, now he's completely doing something different.
So
look, there's a whole.
By far, my favorite scene was the one where he went and brought all the steel back to the foundry to get his new shit made. I liked how immersive and just without any expositional dialogue, it just showed you a ton of shit about Mandalorian culture that we didn't really get to experience firsthand before. But you could see how salty all those other guys were the second he rolled in there. And there were and you couldn't see anyone's faces. And for actors to be able to portray salt without any facial expression, I think is a really impressive performance.
Okay, so here's how I got whiplash. He went from shitty no armor to I'm about to bitch out for this guy to sold the baby to this guy to I get to meet all these people, they hate me, they love me, and I'm just like, this is all over the place, man. But I still liked it. I'm just saying.
And anyone who's navigated a complex social structure will never be quite sure where their standing is. I did donate all that money to the charity, so they should like me, but they still don't like what I did. But it is Proud Warrior race guy code.
Hold it.
Yeah.
It's not that I can't bullshit it. Again, I'm a Star Wars fan. I've been doing that forever. But this is the first time with this show where I really had to. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull out the Star Wars Book of Apologies to make this shit work.
Yeah, the official guide to Star Wars retcons and apologies.
I had it ready to go. Yeah.
Yeah, here it is.
One of the things I heard, and maybe Brony Inspector can clarify this for me. One of the things I remember hearing from a drama teacher I had back in 8th grade was one of the best signs that you're a good actor is if you can act while eating.
If you can act while eating, Maurice LaManche did one of those the scary door voiceovers where one of the lines was, in a world where a voiceover artist is saying incomprehensible things, and maybe he's eating something. Like, he was obviously eating something while he was doing the line. And it was funny.
What's the name of that fat bastard that you always impersonate?
Oh, Orson Welles.
I guarantee Orson Welles can do that.
He's had a mouthful of chips and a fucking and a like. I can record this. I can edit. He was editing while doing a voiceover while eating. He's a triple threat. He is. I can eat and edit and do a voiceover. Perhaps it was a world once where we were able to fool the fooler, and the fake was the faker, but the reality was much more fake than the reality we knew.
Takes a bite out of his apple.
Yeah. Just as real as the taste of this
tangerine in my mouth.
This delicious Tangelo that I'm eating.
Oh fuck. I don't know. Like I'm a little concerned. Like, what if the Mandalorian isn't a scumbag at all from now on? That's gonna take a little.
Well, like if they're gonna do like so what they fucked up with Solo was they tried to do this Better Call Saul kind of thing where a guy who was always guided by his morals and doing the right thing became an asshole over time. That's the story Better Call Saul is telling, and that seemed to be like the thing they were doing in Solo, a Star Wars bullshit thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a lot of sense. Well, we don't know any. The beautiful thing about Mandalorian right now is we don't know who this guy is. We don't know anything about him. What is guiding him could be something completely different. Like, maybe it's gonna turn out he's like a Jedi. It was, you know, the Sith. Sith was the leader of the Mandalorian. It was Mandalore Prime or whatever at one point. Why not a Jedi Knight? Who knows what's gonna happen?
Yeah,
it's Star Wars, baby.
Tell you what, Brony Inspector. I guarantee you, we could have a channel just like that Kylo Ren shit. If you like busted out some like lines of like him reacting.
I had to go to my mom's house. She was like, well, why don't you get your ship painted? Why don't you?
Like my dad.
You got money for all this new armor. I'm like, look, I'm a father now, so I can't. I need to. My priorities need to be on keep on trucking space, baby. Get that printed on my armor. I would totally be ripping off that guy's channel. Oh.
Yeah.
Keep on trucking space, baby.
Yeah, that could be the. You want me to make that channel? I'm tempted. I'm tempted to change Fanon Frenzy to keep on trucking space.
If you're willing to edit.
Oh fuck yeah! Are you kidding? Give me the audio. Give me the audio. Give me the uncut audio. I will do this at work. I will pay you.
Mandalore vlog channel. You'll pay me. All right.
Are you kidding me?
I'll do that. No, I'm gonna do that tonight.
Yeah, but which character?
The Mandalorian? Are you kidding me?
Oh.
If you want to throw in some Werner Wartzard, that's good too. Shit.
I got this new boss who's like, you need to do these things and stuff. And the only stormtroopers I have around me are ones who had as shitty a job as I did or whatever. I don't know. I think he might be like an evil Sith Lord or something like that. But, you know, whatever. He sucks. Him and his little boyfriend or what, and his boyfriend comes in and it's all like, no, don't kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is.
I think we got something here. Are you kidding me? And I already proved I could get away with
a voice. I just talk.
Yeah, and I guarantee I've already proven I can get away with the clips and keep it monetized because I did that with the. Not only not claimed but monetized. Yeah, I'm gold.
Anthony is
crude. Not only do I want you to be crude, yeah, I want you to go the extra mile just to make sure we're not kid friendly.
Keep on trucking. You know what? Now we have a place to use the keep on trucking space, baby.
I'm gonna if I do that entirely on Fan and Frenzy, that's what I'm going to change the name of the channel to.
Keep on trucking
space, baby.
I apologize.
Who could
Yeah,
this be?
this is-
69? Is that Vita?
No, it's me.
Okay. Go back to your decrypted stream. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things where, and I think this thing we're talking about right now sort of lands on the more bigger picture thing with the Mandalorian is, and I know you were telling me about this before, and I felt the same way, which was, this is the first thing of Star Wars that I've wanted to watch over and over again. This is the first thing where it's revitalized my interest in this brand.
No, I don't.
As a thing whose fandom I'm willing to riff on and actually spend time talking about.
Hi, Hateful, but again, to this. Not only, and I don't want to say this out loud because I don't want Disney to hear it, I'm prepared to come along for 2 or 3 absolute shit episodes after all that goodwill.
No,
yeah.
Like, I got a Team Fortress meme and a Rocketeer meme in one episode. You're trying me. You're trying real hard to piss me off. I see what you're doing here. I will not be pandered to. Good work, guys. Well done.
Yeah.
Unreal Engine, Disney, good. Self-referencing things, good. You want credit where credit's due? I get it, but don't fucking test me.
Yeah.
Speaking of Team Fortress, they're actually finally, Valve is doing something other than a shitty card game. They're coming out with a new Half-Life on virtual reality.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, I've heard. Yeah, VR is the wave of the future. If we see another iteration of TAF2, I certainly hope that it's on VR.
Huh?
I think there already is somewhat of a TF2 VR.
Well, Vita's the only one who's got a VR headset. Maybe he'll stream it if he wants.
I mean, I keep coming back from anything where I get a payday and I'm like, VR headset or do something fix up the van.
Anthony, I'm glad you brought that up because I have a little bit of a funny story.
Oh?
Before Vito was streaming one day, he was going off on Beat Saber. He did a little live thing for Discord so we can see what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
He was doing like this. I think he was doing gas from fucking. You know the song I'm talking about.
No.
Gas. I'm gonna step. Really?
No.
Well, it's a really fast-paced song, and he has to move his arm around a lot. I swear to God, I think I heard him fucking collapse when he was done.
Yeah.
It was funny.
All right.
Do I have a recording of it? No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Can't do the skeleton dance. Anyways.
Things are not going as well. Oh, that was a tough couple of days after I streamed that VR session.
Oh yeah, just to make just to make sure that this stream isn't kid. I'm gonna save that joke for a different stream.
Yeah.
I feel confident. No. Step, if this one gets ripped down, you're not coming back. I'm serious.
Yeah, we're.
I'm already fucking waiting for one of those to expire.
Oh yeah.
It's not fun when that happens.
Yes.
I like streaming and not streaming.
Yes, especially on having it on a throwaway channel.
I mean, it's just not worth it, man.
I do guarantee this is going to happen if the fucking coppa thing winds up getting enforced. Is it going to wind up happening on a channel that's non-ad friendly? Yes, that will happen. I almost guarantee it. And then that's going to be a huge argument. Well, that's YouTube's
What's the end game here? What is their goal?
Well, one of them's okay. So like,
just stop paying people, yo.
Well, no, the YouTube thing, the ad thing is YouTube. The coppa thing is the government.
The government. Why?
Because the coppa thing's been around for fucking years, probably longer than you were alive. I remember Sterling was talking about it. It's just
that's not. This is just internet trying to get in line with laws that they have currently been unaffected by.
Yeah, let me let you on a little secret there, Step. Theoretically, BitChute or everybody's individual little fiefdom or own specialized website, if it runs ads, it's supposed to, as Sterling pointed out, that branch of the government, whatever it's called, is it the F something or other?
The FCC.
The FCC, he said that they are criminally underfunded, and that really made me feel comfortable. Going, well, they might be aware of it, but if they don't have the money to really go after people, that means they're fucked. So I'm like,
No,
so they're
the FCC is not like.
so it's like insulting
It
someone.
sucks where they're at. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like slandering someone online, but they can't do anything because they ain't got no money. Okay, no, I feel good now.
Okay. Imagine this, that everything all the major companies who own like TV and radio stations suddenly started operating in a way where the only people who kept you in check can't do anything. And that's where the FCC is right.
Well, I think
is at right now.
I think
they're trying to get their regulations to extend to internet things, which clearly they should, but don't because of whatever happened in the past. They're in the shittiest place possible right now.
Yeah. So again, if you have a channel and you're concerned, I'm gonna quote Sterling. I'm not gonna tell you not to be scared. I'm not gonna give you legal advice. I'm gonna gamble. I'm absolutely gonna gamble, and you know what? This might be the beginning of the end for old Aguilar. We'll find out together.
Old FNGR is gonna ride off into the sunset.
I guess my credit's gonna go because they're not gonna get that money.
Get a little strategic bankruptcy.
Yeah, I'm
going.
just gonna buy a shit ton of computer crap, and they're gonna tell me to eat my dick.
Then, yeah. Oh, that's how you do it. We're getting new windows for that. We're getting new triple pane windows for the house.
Oh wait! I'm dating Rouge now. She's about to get a $2,000.
Yeah. My girlfriend's gonna get a lot of shit.
Oh yeah.
Hey, baby, you want a brand new computer and a real nice winter coat for when you come visit me? Yeah, you do. Plane tickets booked.
Elf, a new $5,000 cat? Sure.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
Better that than the government getting it. Jesus.
Anthony, whisper booth. It's just what I wanted. This is going right where my bed did. I'll be doing Mendalorian voiceovers for you all night.
Fuck.
Whisper booth. Nice.
Jesus.
That's worth over $200,000.
That's what's gonna like. I'll be honest. If they just find me and don't even take anything down, I'll be like, oh, $45,000. Might as well hit it 6 or 7 more times because I'm not paying it. Blow me. Why not make it an even million?
I think I hate the government.
I'm gonna send you a picture of my dick. Is that worth anything?
All legal. Your bankruptcy lawyer's like,
Do you
no,
accept
dick
prepaid
pics
phone
are
calls?
definitely not suggested, but I mean, I wouldn't say no if that wound up in the file. Eh?
Jesus.
Do you accept prepaid phone calls?
There's a coupon.
What a dick pic! This is the highlight of my day.
Here's my food stamps. Here you go.
Jesus.
What the fuck anymore?
Mandalorian's it's a good show.
Yeah.
All right, Blake. Since you keep bringing up, let's take a look at Blake's channel. let's head over there.
Oh boy.
Blake, what are we doing?
Talk about the time.
Well, no, we're gonna see if his channel is YouTube or kid friendly. Let's see. Let's head over to Bombastic. Well, there it is. It already pulled up. Beautiful.
My channel.
All right. I love how the Fanon Frenzy video about him striking out is like #1 right there.
Thing.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that is great.
That's kind of fun.
All right, let's see. Scrolling through anything just by the thumbnails that looks like it's. I could argue Disagai.
I see a weapon.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, but are these?
I think Wait.
Maybe
like,
maybe the Cuphead one. Yeah, so far the only one I would absolutely like if you absolutely wanted to be 100% safe. Cuphead, maybe the spider one, maybe this one.
Is that a degeneracy flag in the shape of a heart? Delete it.
Oh,
Bam.
the festival day, like for example,
no, you're screwed.
there's like a handful of ones I'd consider privating, like especially if like people start like their shit starts going down, Blake. If you start seeing people get fined, there'd be a little bit of trimming, but I don't think you have to take down as much as.
Why
Well,
would you want to? They're fighting.
Well, and this has been my thing with YouTube the whole time, which is like, don't monetize, don't get into bed with these people, don't agree to anything other than letting them host your videos.
I've been told that. And
No,
the other interesting point is I know Augie RFC brought this up. He's like, "What about people who threw up videos like 10 years ago and haven't touched it since?" And I was like, "Well, as long as you didn't link it to your personal accounts, then you're fine." He'd be like,
"Yeah, like if you don't have a Facebook and you don't have a Twitter."
Yeah, if they send you
what's gonna happen?
Yeah, if you wind up getting a fine on a 10-year-old dead channel that you never intend to use again, I say, not my legal advice. If you if you chose to delete that channel, I mean,
burn down the FCC building.
No, we're not doing that.
Simulation.
Thoughts and opinions. A step do not reflect.
I said simulation.
Whatever.
Not talking about real life FC in Earth 105. In Minecraft. What the fuck do you want?
The freaking FCC. Anyways.
You don't go messing.
Freaking FCC.
I love that song. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's how I found out what the word fellatio meant.
Oh, nice. Good work.
Oh, I thought it was some rough trick named Carl behind the back of fucking Osco, but anyways.
I told you not to talk about
Is that a pasta dish? Kind of.
What the fuck? Anthony?
Again, that was also another Family Guy joke. But anyways. Let's see. Cartoon Network is going to be happy with the FCC. Oh yeah, that's a lot of them. Disney.
A big win for networks. Yeah, we got that already.
Let's talk about that, shall we? Let's look up Disney for the hell of it. And I'm assuming they're waiting to the 11th hour themselves.
Disney is bad. Okay, well there we go.
Okay, we're gonna go here.
Result. Disney Plus is bad.
All right, paused. And so we all agree Disney travels through China is. Yep, I see comments still. These should all be gone if this is a kid-friendly fucking by the FCC standards. That doesn't go into till it's December 9th, I believe, when that shit fucking kicks in here. So when you start to look around and see the big channels start to toe the line, start to worry a little bit.
That's 4 days after my birthday. What
look at it this way. It's fuck, I lost my thought there. It was right fucking on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, it's not just YouTube. It's so like if it's from the government, don't expect YouTube will be like, well, we're gonna give our breadwinners preferential treatment. I'm assuming the government's gonna go after the biggest channels unless they're smart and they're just
this seems to be a thing where if I were the government, I would make sure that the biggest not the biggest offender, but the biggest channel who did the most minor of offense became the poster child for what not to do. So I'd be going after Disney or Nickelodeon first, or Cartoon Network.
If I were the FCC trying to do my job, not what I want, but what they're trying to attempt here, I would pick like a handful of big guys and a handful of little guys, very specifically to make it look like random. Just be
smash them against each other and see who wins.
No,
I like that idea.
Yeah, just scare the shit out of everybody. That's what I would do.
Just make them all pee-pee in their pants and
poo-poo.
Yeah, and just for people who haven't figured that out though, on the FCC or the FTC, whichever it is, it's up to $42,000 offense per video.
What?
Yes,
what?
Per video, not once.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's a stiff. That's where. Well, I mean, look at it this way. Once it's 40,000, you might be like, well, all right. Well, what's an extra $1 you're not getting paid anyways?
This is where we're at. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, it's not a well. Okay, to say it's not a YouTube problem, we could argue that YouTube could have had their shit together where it wouldn't have got this bad.
Yeah.
But the government would have been well within their rights enforcing it regardless. They just would have been less inclined to do so.
Oh, that YouTube would have been smart to make sure they were in line with the FCC having authority over them, but they never thought that.
But well, yeah, the YouTube's already the fine that the YouTube already was for $150 million. They've already eaten their check, like they've already paid everything they're to.
They're gonna pay, now. It's time to pass the buck.
Yes,
as it were.
Yo, Donald. If you want to regain the support of your base, fucking.
Well, there's two. I want him to address the FCC thing, which the COPPA Act, and I'd like to have him handle the PAC Act. Which again, for the PAC Act, all he has to do is sign the fucking thing.
He has one thing to do that could take him 1 minute out of his day.
Sign, done.
I'm not asking like. If you want to lose this election because of because you don't give a shit about the puppies and the kitties and you want to protect fucking zoophiles, it's a fucking bad hill to die on.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Also, also the hard seller act, but that could come later.
What's that?
No, there's plenty of things here that, like, on a policy level, I'm super not happy with. The guy.
Oh, fucking me neither.
Yeah.
A scandal to come out of the FCC so bad. Has come out of the FTC presidency as one of the top 10 Epstein guests. We're well aware that fucking Bill and Donald were both on the plane. Allegedly.
Trump was on the plane too.
There's argument that he was just getting a fucking lift, that he didn't necessarily go to.
That they didn't invite him to the party is apparently what happened. He's been salty about that ever since.
I'm not gonna die on that hill either way. Like, look, if you... I don't understand, like, okay, let's say Epstein's dead. If there really are a bunch of videos, I don't know why those aren't being used.
Well, did you see the Joe Rogan thing with the guy who was covering that and then suddenly not? He's like, this isn't even a conspiracy. He was blackmailing important people. That was Epstein's whole racket.
Right.
But why isn't that information out now, though?
Good questions, Anthony.
Yeah, that's it's back to being a conspiracy again.
All good questions.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like
here's what sucks about that. In every other scenario, this would be a tinfoil hat conspiracy theory. But this is one where the facts are actually lining up with the conspiracy in every. And I know that's something that conspiracy people say a lot, but this is one where you just gotta shake your head and realize that money is power and.
But it's so obvious, though.
And that this being this cover up being an open secret is something that we're going to learn to accept. Yeah.
I'd be happy if a couple of Fall Guys went down.
I would.
I
wouldn't shed a tear, Anthony.
Yeah, like I don't look. I'm not saying I need every last person on the list of people he was blackmailing. A couple would be nice. Something is better than nothing.
Yeah. I totally hear that. I'd love the whole package, you know.
Yes, but
as I've always said, like, well, send me the package. I'd love to see that list. That's that's a lot of people where.
Well, I mean, it's
even
not
all the financial analysis people who were like, he doesn't seem to know anything about money management. He's getting his money somewhere else. We just don't know where. And then the blackmail scenario lining up with that analysis of his knowledge of international finance or whatever it was he claimed to do but didn't. Yeah, no one just gives you a house for no reason, dude.
No. Unless they're trying to not pay the government.
Whatever. Yeah.
Strategic
good.
bankruptcy.
I was being blackmailed, and I needed someone to cover the tax bill. Checkmate, pedophile. Yeah, obvious. Checkmate, billionaire, pedophile. Whoever I am. Yeah, I get it.
Okay. God.
That this is an American Psycho scenario where everyone thought they had something to gain by helping with this huge psychotic culture of nightmares that they were part of. Well, I can get that house off my taxes and they won't know that I was on the Lolly Express. Like,
I had a video idea, which I may or may not get to. I'm trying to remember the goddamn... So the individual in question that I inspired me, his name's Cass Warfox. Have you ever heard of a video? It's hopefully you never saw it. It's called I think it's called The Destruction of Daisy or some shit like that.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so
don't know it.
Yeah, there's this creepy fucking pedophile from Australia that they're wind up covering, and during it they played like a clip that's completely blurred out. You just see blobs and stuff. And in the video, how do I put it? Your mind can start to fill in the gaps of what the hell may or may not be on the screen. And if you're reading some of the text from the people who've witnessed it, they're like, the thing that really gets to you is the screams and stuff. And when I was going to make the video, I was like, they put up a blurred screen there were some blobs in there, and I was like, I don't know the legality, and it looks like it's perfectly blurred out, but I'm just going to put up a static thing here, and let's be honest, your mind can kind of fill in the gaps yourself, and just like put in some of the texts in the background. And,
right.
I don't know. I obviously don't have it scripted out right now in front of me, but Jesus, it's an idea to get to. Yeah.
I mean, I get trying to tell the whole story, but
Sure.
There's a line you just don't want to cross.
Oh yeah. Destruction of Daisy, I think that's the name of the fucking video.
I think I heard of that.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Ben Folds song title.
Well, here, 1 second. Let me blur the screen so I could check on Twitter real quick, since I don't trust Twitter. Let's look up.
Ew, what the hell?
Well, I'm on Twitter, Bendejo. I didn't even go anywhere yet. Alright, Cass Warfox says he's covering... what is the fucker's name? Peter Scully.
Why do I know that?
That sounds like familiar, kind of.
Why do I know that?
I don't know, Brony Inspector. Why don't you dig deep into the mind space?
Alright, here, I'll fucking reactivate the screen.
Scully?
Here,
Scully?
I'll screen share. Oh, I am still screen sharing. Yeah, cool.
I know Shkreli's the guy with the Wu-Tang thing that you're not supposed to ask him about the Wu-Tang thing.
The channel I ended up catching it on, which I kind of sort of recommend because, I don't know, it was kind of grabbed me. What the fuck was the name of it? Horror Stories, I think, is the name I was watching it on. Does this dude look familiar to any of you guys in the call?
I remember you posted a video about him earlier.
Yeah,
yesterday.
I ended up watching fucking a thing on him earlier today. Or Scare Theater, that was the name of the fucking channel, I think. I wanted to kind of signal boost Cass, because when he does his documentary-style videos, they're pretty fucking good. You know, you never know. I'm pretty sure his channel's going to be friendly unless they decide to go, well, that furry OC looks a little too child-friendly. That's the only way he's going to get fucked. Which, you know, I don't know if I trust the government at all, so I just assume the worst.
Oh, that good old Anthony Aguilar, always assuming the worst.
Yeah, I do like to assume the worst in these situations. Let's see.
I don't know why you'd like to do something like that, but, you know, I'm not here to...
Whoever realizes the hush money check. I heard something about getting back on Epstein.
they...
Yeah, they I thought that they're pursuing charges on the guards right now or some shit like that.
Yeah. Falsifying evidence.
How long before do you think they go missing?
Why did they kill themselves?
Yeah, what is this, JFK all over again with Jack Ruby?
Yeah, right. It's a Jimmy Hoffa scenario.
Jesus Christ.
Wasn't it Lee Harvey Oswald who shot it?
Okay, so Lee Harvey Oswald shot fucking JFK. Then Jack
According
Ruby,
to the Warren Report.
Yes. Then Lee Harvey Oswald got shot by Jack Ruby, who then got poisoned in prison.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What a remarkable amount of coincidences. There's even a fucking movie out there called Jack Ruby, so... I don't know how... It's been a hot minute. I think I caught a clip of it. But yeah,
it's like,
it's weird.
What
it's
was it?
very weird. At the
Who else died in prison when the cameras were off?
We both know who I blame for this.
Nah.
Whitey Bulger dies in prison.
Actually, I think it was more likely probably something to do with Cuba. In all seriousness.
Oh, for fucking JFK? Yeah, that's certainly one of the thoughts there.
Yeah. Cuba,
indeed.
Cuba, yeah.
You got all the Studebakers and Packards down there.
I've got to learn to embarrass Rouge so we can keep them talking in the call a little bit longer.
Yeah, right?
Mixer!
No, damn it all. Would you knock that off?
Regular. How do you
Regular,
feel
yeah.
about the ship name, Regular?
Oh yeah, Brony Inspector.
I don't know. It
talking
sounds.
about-
It makes me sound Jamaican, Ja.
Regular.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Regular.
The regular
Fuck.
show.
I'm just imagining having like a big old blunt.
Yeah. I like that. I like you imagining that. That's a good
Yeah,
scenario.
I was just coming home from school one day and getting a call. We were talking about ship names, and I'm just like, "Oh, I got one regular."
Regular.
And I'm like, yeah, that's good.
In case
Yeah.
everybody missed it, I'm now dating Rouge, and I'm very happy. What?
Nothing.
Oh, lol. Online relationships suck. I get it, Steph.
Yeah, what are you
How's Mint doing?
The fuck you know, Steph?
What the fuck
Fuck
is
you
Ben?
know about anything?
What the fuck is Ben?
I said Mint. What?
Oh, they said
What?
Ben.
I was about to say what?
Yeah, how are you and Mint doing? That's
Yeah.
a good question. That is an excellent question right
Yeah.
now.
I don't think I've talked to her today. Actually, I should probably do that.
Stint.
Okay. Yeah, stint.
What the fuck is a stint?
It's your ship name.
Oh,
I've talked to your girlfriend today and you haven't.
Aw. Aw.
I mean, maybe I did.
Green
I'm
and-
just not,
you know,
maybe I
that's,
did. Well, hold on. Maybe I have it. I'm just lying right now. I don't know.
Indeed.
You broke the
I'll buy her
green
half
and
of that.
purple OC code. How dare you? Message someone just to be annoying. Don't.
No,
You don't
I only reserve that for people who are a faggot to me first. I have a
Okay.
couple of people in mind right now, but yeah.
Indeed.
Wait, so hold on. That rules out
you,
basically
not
no
you.
one you've interacted with.
No, I said faggots to me first.
Oh, so you acknowledge that you may have been the faggot first in other scenarios.
Yes, no doubt.
I mean, I never denied it.
Or what's a super
Yeah.
duper hooper trooper? I mean, the only relationship that didn't drama was the Kichi one. I'm trying to remember. I don't think there was no drama with that one.
Also, Blake, yes. I question Rue's mental state sometimes. Overall, she's pretty okay.
Yep, they are pretty neat.
Anthony approves. Yeah, I would hope so.
They always seem to find something to complain about.
I
but
think
pretty
she's
okay.
really, really cool.
Oh, yes.
Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I think she's pretty neat.
Ruse, you're weird, and I don't understand you. I just don't.
Step
Especially after earlier, I just don't get you. I don't-
Step is your stereotypical female hating gay homosexual who doesn't understand. It. You know, he's like
he hasn't reconciled his bisexual
No.
rage yet.
he's like that. He's like Simba the lion that we covered the other day.
Oh, that fucking.
Oh god, what a story that shit was! Holy
I know.
crap! Oh,
Oh. We got fucking.
I hope
Neo-
Jim covers
we got
that. That's
fucking-
too good.
We got
Shut up,
fucking.
Kai.
We got fucking. Yeah, shut up, Kai. Holy shit. We got fucking neocon furries. We got fucking everything up in here. I'm so
Wait, since when
surprised.
did we not have neocon furries?
Yeah, it's,
No, I'm just saying in context of the story.
Oh my god,
Everything.
I got the weirdest message from the Xanadu people the other day. Like the one who was running the fucking Telegram group was like, "Well, you'll be happy to know I'm shutting the doors on this." I'm like, what am I supposed to tell people? Is that what you want? What do you want? Why are you
yeah.
this?
Shut
Yeah.
the door on what though?
Yeah. Well, we're just locking up the old Xanadu server. It's going away. Like, okay.
I was in there.
is that
No,
the one who,
they were
I know
like-
what Xanadu.
No, they were like, I really thought about what you said to me at that convention. I'm like, I don't remember what I said to you.
I don't even remember what you look like.
I don't. I
Oh,
used
wait,
to have
that-
Telegram on my own Apple phone, which I don't have anymore.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I was. That
Oh,
was
yeah. Did you ever get a new phone?
Yeah, I have a fucking Moto.
Motorola.
Yeah.
Let's get the Motorola.
Well, I didn't
Wait,
realize
Motorola?
I didn't realize Step was a Galaxy, you know, Fag. So
I'm kind of a Galaxy fag these
Well,
days.
I'm not a
Anthony.
Galaxy fag. I have an iPhone right now, but
okay.
Oh, okay,
I used to
alright.
have an iPhone, but then I lost the damn thing, and I
if
was
I'm
like,
gonna be
well.
honest,
I took a look at it. I'm like, how much is this? $250. How much is the new iPhone? Like $800. I was like, Motorola, it is.
Right, if
Yeah.
I'm honest,
Can I use it as a
money-wise,
hotspot? Done.
I liked the HTC when I had that one, but they're not on AT&T anymore. It's pretty much all just Samsung or Apple with them. And I actually ran into someone who got the BlackBerry, which looked actually decent once I saw it in person. It's got an actual keyboard on it, which is nice. But you know what I like is I like that new Motorola folding smartphone.
it just looks like it would
It's
be
the
so
Razer, dude.
cumbersome,
Okay,
'cause, like,
yes.
at the bottom.
Okay,
right,
but
there's
here's
like,
the thing about the Razer, Step, and you weren't there. Back in the day, if you had a Razer, that was the sickness. That was the new disease at the time. If you had a Motorola Razer, that was the slickest phone. Holy shit, how much weed does this baller sell? That was the vibe that phone put off.
Hold
So
it. I like the Droid before the Razer because you're able to put a fatter battery into that son of a bitch that lasted a little longer. Yeah.
yeah, no, I would leave my phone uncharged for like 2 days when I had the Moto Razer, and I had the Sliver before that. But someone was like pissed at me at a party and like stole it from me and threw it in the toilet, so that I didn't have the Razer for that long.
I have a
Yeah.
I have a backup fucking like Razer that I didn't replace because it couldn't hold a charge worth a dick. So I was
the charging cell goes out on those, and then they're just crap.
I mean,
you can put a new battery in it, but it'll work for like a week, and they just don't.
Well, okay,
suck.
here's what I liked it for. I used to take it because, putting shit on the iPhone was always a bitch. I'd take it, I'd bring it, put it on the fucking plane, and I'd have my power bank, and I'd sit there and listen to podcasts I downloaded.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all it was really good for.
I'm not suggesting downgrading to a dumb phone. What I like is the new Razer smartphone with the folding screen. I think that thing's sick.
it just looks like it would be so awkward. to
Sounds
hold,
really
'cause the
expensive.
bottom of the-
How much is that?
Yeah,
bitch?
it's probably a lot. I have not checked.
Yeah.
The bottom of the phone, like if you flip it up, there's like this fucking
Dude,
thing.
you don't remember the days it was like
the
that
flip
for a
phone. I
minute.
don't care about the old days. I'm talking about this phone now.
And I'm talking about something that I find familiar and associate with like
Okay, hold on. Let me find
a good period in mobile device design. See, you're just not thinking of this in the context of it's not supposed to be a flagship product. It's supposed to be a niche product.
No, but like
All right, so
You would like a
At the
folding
bottom of-
phone that doesn't have that. It's meant to mimic the old design aesthetic of the old Razer.
no, and I get that, but the problem is like this. Hold on. I don't know why I'm using highlighter right now. That's not what I wanted.
Oh, there isn't even a Linus video for it yet.
I know.
But yeah, here you go, Bernie. I think this is what you're talking about here. Is that it?
Yeah.
Excellent.
The issue is like, and I circled it here, is that that thing on the bottom just sounded like it would be so awkward to hold.
Well, let's see.
Yeah. You have no. Well.
Yeah, I could see Brony Inspector flipping one of these open.
Yep.
Talk to me.
Yep. Hello.
Hello.
Oi, oi.
Big Ray.
Hey, my man.
Fuck yeah, I want some stuff.
Fuck yeah. Just in the nick of time, as usual. How much weed do you sell? That phone is sick. Like, yeah. Yeah, I was high when I bought this. It flips open just like my phone that I sold weed with in high school. I love it. Like,
I mean, you could still order a flip phone.
no, I still have a couple burner flip phones I use sometimes. I'm not like.
Yeah, the
I
phone's
would
around
like
$1,000
I would like my daily driver to have the form factor I prefer.
Okay.
I think flip phones were legit.
The new Motorola is like over like $1,000.
Is it $1,000 for that thing?
Yeah, we've gotten to
Oh
that
my
point.
god, dude!
We are at that point where fucking phones are $1,000 fucking dollars.
See, I could get another Saturn for that. Yeah, like
what the fuck?
Let me show you what I thought looked like it would have been, even though I'm told it's a piece of shit. Let me go to Linus's channel.
Oh, was that that tablet one?
No, there's this really fucking expensive looking piece of shit. Where is it? Fucking hell. I'm gonna have to go back a while. I think it's called If I Paid for This, I'd Be Really Pissed Off. Let me see if I could find it.
Yeah, I'd
It looked cool, though.
I know the video you're talking about.
When did I become a tech fag? When did this happen?
Yeah, dude, I always wonder. I always see myself like I keep
Linus.
Like, well,
I blame Linus.
I blame a few people. I like look up in my closet shelves and be like, do I put that Commodore 64 set in box on eBay yet or not? Well, the value could go up a little bit. We'll see who does a video next.
Let's see.
Like I got into fucking vintage stuff, which was like even weirder and more speculative than buying the newest shit.
Is fucking wild.
What are you talking about?
Someone posted this in a Discord room, man. Fucking look at this shit.
You know what? I'm just doing
it's unrelated to what we're talking about.
I'd be mad if I bought this phone. Let's see if I can find it that way. Because I'd be here forever. There it is. Found it.
No.
I think it's like a hologram phone or some shit like that.
No, oh fuck that. No, I'm good.
Here, this thing's like a K.
Yeah, what it do?
I mean, it looked nice. I mean, if you want to be an early adapter, which means I'm prepared to pay out the ass because I gotta be
Make
first.
sure I said I was first.
Why is that pink flamingo?
It's a good phone. It's a good phone. You know what? The first time I ever did that in my life was when I bought the PlayStation 2. And everyone's like, they're going to come out with a cheaper one in a year. And I'd be like, yeah, but at least I got a DVD player. Like,
yeah? Oh, dude.
Yeah. That's a lot to pay for a DVD player. Not one that plays Kessin. Like,
oh, I've played the shit out of my fucking PS2. Holy.
Yeah, see, I don't think you understand how much I'm gonna play Kessin for the next fucking 3 weeks. Fuck y'all. Like,
wasn't Kessin from the same people who did Dynasty Warriors?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was a launch title for PS2, and it was a real-time strategy game set in feudal Japan, and it was excellent, and the hats were worth it alone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I do like me some silly-ass looking hats.
Oh, my God. No, this game was worth it.
Oh, I'm dating a cosplayer. Yep, I need some silly-ass hats on you, Rouge.
No, the hats thing... the hats thing in Kessin is like... Oh, holy shit. There's this one scene where, like, the guy, like, chops the guy's hat in half, and it's, like, the biggest diss in the universe.
You know what, on second thought? I was about to type in Kessin, but I don't have the safety filter on. I don't know how much fucking unsafe fucking art is of that series.
How much has been made.
You could blank the screen until you find
I could, but am I still screen sharing?
You are not still screen sharing.
Okay, I will blank the screen, and we will... I will let everyone come along for the Kessin fun. Da 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 da. Wah.
And then there was that fireworks one, which I didn't think I would like, but I wound up liking a lot.
Okay.
Fantavision, I think it was called.
Here, I will go screen sharing first before, and I'm like, these all look like they're safe.
But you know what? I also got a Dreamcast when that launched too, so that was another one where.
Okay. Oh, nope.
So
we don't go down to the fifth row.
String.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we don't go any lower than that, all right. So there is porn, but we're good from there.
They got porn of it.
Yes, there. I had a feeling. Yeah. I hadn't played this game in a hot minute, but those are some deliciously goofy ass hats. Is this the same people from the Samurai Warriors games? There's like Nobunaga and shit.
Surprise me.
Yeah. Deoda.
Freaking Twiki Fox posted something in the chat. It's a blog from the FTC.
Okay.
YouTube channel owners, is your content directed to children? And you're still fucked. Fuck yourself. How do I know if my channel is directed to children.
How
Since
do
the
I know if
FTC
my channel is directed
Okay,
to
so if you're
children?
just gonna
No, I'm
since
sorry.
since the FTC and New York Attorney General announced in September 2019 settlement with YouTube for violations of the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act rule, kill yourself. We've heard that the questions from YouTube channel owners, sometimes called content creators, if you're a channel owner who shares content on user-generated platforms like YouTube, read on the FTC staff guidance about the applicability of the co-fuck yourself rule and how those covered by the rule can apply with its requirements. And oh god, there's a lot. Well, half of this is just links and shit. I don't care about those. All right. All right. The FTC action against YouTube and Google. A lawsuit against YouTube and Google alleged that the companies illegally collected personal information from children in violation of the co-fuck yourself. According to the complaint, the companies collected all the information. Companies collected information from viewers of child-directed YouTube channels in the form of persistent identifiers that track users across the internet, but didn't notify parents and get their consent. To settle this case, YouTube and Google agreed to create a mechanism so that channel owners can designate when videos they upload on YouTube are, to use the words of "go fuck yourself," directed to children. The purpose of this requirement is to make sure that both YouTube and channel owners are complying with the law. So is this just about fucking children getting doxxed?
Yeah, it's about tech companies gathering data on kids.
Okay, all right.
But truth be told, even if they weren't, this theoretically should have been enforced. It's just, we noticed you're dicking up, so now we're gonna make you enforce it.
This is they finally found the loophole, and now they're gonna strike.
Yeah, let me put it to you this way. Let's pretend that you drove for a second there, Step, and there's a road that the cops don't hang around, and someone like causes a huge accident there, and now they're enforcing a speed limit. That was always there. You just were getting away with it, and that's what basically happened to YouTube. YouTube has been like this wild west where basically we'd like to think, you lawmen don't belong out here. This is this is our thing, but they really should have been here all along.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
A co-fuck yourself recap. The provision of the settlement has raised questions among content creators about how to determine if what they upload to YouTube on the platform is directed to children, quote unquote. The answer requires a brief summary of some key co-fuck yourself provisions. Passed by Congress in 1998. The Children's Online Privacy Protection Act is a federal law that protects the privacy of children under 13. Why only under 13 though? Co-fuck yourself's foundational principle is one that most people can agree on. Parents, not kids, company or platforms or content creators, should be in control when it comes to information collected from children online. I mean, the other people can help along the way. I agree with that. The FTC enforces a law through the Go Fuck Yourself rule. In general, Go Fuck Yourself requires operators of commercial websites and online services that are directed to children, more about that in a minute, to provide notice and obtain verifiable parental consent for children. They collect personal information from kids under 13. The Go Fuck Yourself rule defines personal information to include obvious things. Like
where are you seeing this out of curiosity too? Because I clicked on Tricky's link. Is it on the website or what?
No, and the actual link they twisted. There's a link to the blog.
Okay, so I'm on the link to the blog. Like, how far down in the page are you on the background?
No, it's on the first. I'm on the paragraph that starts with the COPPA rule defines personal information, quote unquote.
Okay, am I still screen sharing?
Yes.
Where do I need to be?
Okay, hold on.
Let's see when.
Oh, you're not even on the same page as I. What the fuck?
Oh my god, you are cancer. So, anyways, like, where do I click?
Click on Tricky Fox's tweet.
Yeah, this is it.
Really? No, that's not the same thing I got.
Oh, well,
Hey,
tell
I
you.
clicked on it.
All right, fine. I will click on Tricky Fox.
I'll link the tweet I have.
There we go. I'm on it. There we go. Yeah, this is the tweet.
That's not the same thing I have.
I literally clicked the tweet in the chat.
YouTube channel. Hold on. Does it start with YouTube channel owners? Is your content directed to children?
New FTC blog provides. Let me see. There is no one size fits all. Is that it?
No, hold on. Go back to the top.
Okay.
All right. See that link right next to the hashtag?
Yeah, this one.
Click that.
Okay. All right.
There it is.
All right. So where do I go?
All right. So you scroll down until the paragraph that starts with the COPPA rules define personal information, and personal information is in quotation marks. That's the paragraph I'm on.
The determination of whatever under COPPA, is that it?
No.
Higher?
It's the second thing. Like the first thing is the FTC action against Google and YouTube, a COPPA recap, and it's the third paragraph down from the bold text that says a COPPA recap.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, the one that starts with
How the channel
the
owners
COPPA.
can determine?
No, no. Where are you? Literally, it's the one. It starts with so you see the bold text that says a
Yes.
COPPA recap. All right.
Okay, I'm on it. Third paragraph. There we go. I'm on it. I'm on it.
Yes.
Boom.
All right, good.
Huh?
Jesus. All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna continue reading now.
Okay.
Under a co-fuck yourself, personal information also covers what could be called persistent identifiers, beyond the scenes code that recognizes a user over time and across different sites or online services. That could be an IP address or a cookie when it's used in several targeted ads. Keep in mind that an operator might also be collecting personal information through open comment field on its site or service that allows a user under 13 to make personal information publicly available. For example, think of a comment like this on a child-directed site. Hello, my name is Mary Jones from Springfield. I love this video. And that's the end of the other thing.
I'm actually surprised that this isn't hitting like Facebook first, I guess, since I know that they steal fucking information left and right, allegedly.
Allegedly. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying Zuckerberg gets investigated constantly.
All right. The next little thing here is how Go Fuck Yourself applies to channel owners. So how does Go Fuck Yourself apply to channel owners who upload their content to YouTube or any other third-party platform? Why? Go Fuck Yourself applies in the same way as it would if the channel owner had its own website or app. If a channel owner uploads content to a platform like YouTube, the channel might meet the definition of a website or online service covered by Go Fuck Yourself, depending on the nature of the content and the information collected. If the content is directed to children, and if the channel owner or someone on its behalf, for example, an ad network, collects personal information from viewers, that content, for example, through the persistent identifier that tracks a user to serve interest-based ads. The channel is covered by Go Fuck Yourself. Once Go Fuck Yourself applies, the operator must provide notice, obtain verifiable parental consent, and meet Go Fuck Yourself's other requirements. For information how to comply with Go Fuck Yourself, please visit the FTC's Go Fuck Yourself page and a 6-step compliance plan for your businesses.
So I'm looking down here and it says things that fucking like can determine if the content is directed at your channel. The subject matter, okay. Visual content. So basically put more adult shit on there so I don't have to worry about this. The use of an animated character or child-oriented activities and incentives. Like I got like a mixed match of these. The kind of music and other audio content. Like that's pretty gray. The age of the models. So under that idea, if you cover, like, say you're Digiburn, you cover Lolicon, this could nick you both ways, right? Just asking.
Yeah.
Just fun to know. Anyways, the presence of child celebrities or celebrities who appeal to children. Hey, great job, YouTube. Great job. Wanted to pack the fucking deck with a bunch of Will Smiths, you cunts. Language and other characters of the site. Whether advertising that promotes or appears on the site is directed to children, and content relatable to
So, wait. So we can't talk about Star Wars. No, that's kid content now. We can't use F-bombs and talk about Star Wars in the same
what is
stream.
What is the age gate on Mendalorian? Like what's the parental guidance on it?
What's the that's PG, I guess.
God.
Somebody are stupid.
Yeah, this is fucked. This is stupid.
Yeah.
All right. The determination of whether consent is child-directed would be clear in some contexts than in others.
I think we got it. I think we've got it, and I appreciate that. But holy crap! I guess I will include the coppa rules in the discussion, along with the video for anybody who wants to follow this shit. I look forward to getting fined. Fucking mouse just died on me. Work, you cheap
Oh,
piece.
that's a rip.
There it is.
Alright, is good.
Yes, it is good.
Good. That is good.
Fucking mouse, move. It died again. There.
Get new batteries.
No, it's a wired.
Get a new wire.
Coppa.
Kappa.
Is it with a C?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. It's in the chat.
The COPPA.
Does it address people like Canadians and how they can literally tell you to eat their ass or? Yeah. Like, let's say you're Jerry Pete. Just because I see Blake in their thing there. Well, those are American rules. You can kiss my ass. Good luck getting my money.
Yeah.
Look, just using an animated, so all furry content, basically using an animated avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't say. I don't think it says anything about other countries.
Fuck. Well, we've been going for like an hour 20 here, so I'm gonna call time to death, kids.